Welcome back. The Salvation Army of the Tri-Cities is celebrating National Salvation Army Week. It highlights the organization's history, services, and the impact it has in the community. Here to tell us a bit more about the celebration is Captain Benny Carringer. Thanks for joining us here on First at 4.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely. So first off, what are you doing at the Johnson City chapter in order to celebrate?
So National Salvation Army Week is a week set aside within the Salvation Army that gives us a chance to say thank you to our community partners, to our civic clubs, to our donors, to our advisory board members, and to our community. It allows us to allow them to see the impact that they've had on the Salvation Army throughout the year, and just a time set aside for us to love on them a little more as they've loved on us throughout the year.
So why is it so important to celebrate the folks that makes this all happen at Salvation Army?
Yeah, without them, there is no Red Kettle campaign, there is no Angel Tree, there is no sheltering, there is none of that without our community support and our community donors to make those things happen. And that's just a few things that they have impact in. Also about our feeding programs, our food basket distribution, reaching those who are in nursing homes, those who are in shut-in. It allows us to just say an overall thank you to them for what they've done.
And you mentioned a lot of the services that you provide at the Salvation Army. Let's talk about some of those, because I think a lot of folks think that you maybe only do one or two things, but as you just mentioned, you have quite the list.
Yeah, so not only do we have all that, but we also have our church programs, where we have youth programs, men's programs, women's programs, Sunday morning worship service, on top of all the other social service aspects that the Salvation Army offers throughout the week, Monday through Friday.
And again, I know that we are talking about thanking those that help you do all of these wonderful things, but let's just talk about how great the need is right now. I know that we talk to nonprofits often, we've had you in here quite often. Right now it seems like you are all just stretched so thin.
Yeah, we're going into what we call our dry months, where donations tend to slow down coming in. Year-end giving has already happened, and so we're getting creative in how we continue to serve, because those programs and those services that we provide are essential to our community, and we want to continue to providing to those who we service. And so that's just one of the biggest aspects is, the donations slow down, but the programs, they don't stop. And so we're continuing to do those and continuing to serve our community even throughout those dry months.
Yes, well, is there anything else that you all are doing in Johnson City that folks can participate in?
Yeah, so you can always come and take a tour of our facility. Behind the Shield, you can call our office at 423-926-2101 and ask for Aaron Scott, and he will be happy to set that up for you to come in. If you want to come in as a family, a church, civic club, he'll be happy to do that. But while we are here, we also want to take time on behalf of the Salvation Army, our divisional commander in Louisville, Kentucky, to say thank you to WJHL. You have been a constant partner for us, helping us get the story of the Salvation Army and the need of our community to those who need to hear it the most. And so this is just a small token of our appreciation to say thank you for all that you've done for us and what you will do in the future.
Well, thank you so much. As you know, and you mentioned before, there's no Angel Tree, there's no Red Kettle campaign without the other organizations, and we are proud to be a part of all of that with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, coming